Hey guys, welcome back to Cooking at Pam's Place. We are getting ready to make a bean pie, a navy bean pie. Oh my goodness, there's a lot of history behind this pie. It dates all the way back to the 1930s, and even as I grew up, well into the late 80s, early 90s, these pies were sold on the street corners across the entire country for just $1. They were always sold by young men who wore suit and ties. They are amazingly delicious. And if you want to learn how to make all kind of homemade food and dishes, easy, simple, made from scratch, take a second and subscribe to the channel. Turn on that notification bell so you won't miss anything. And then just keep hanging around because I have a whole channel full of recipes that'll get you there. Come with me and I'll show you what to do. I have already made my pie shell from scratch. I'm going to pre-bake it for a little bit, just until it starts to turn golden brown. Then we're going to put an egg wash on it. I will leave the link to my pie crust recipe down in the description below this video, but feel free to buy a pre-made shell already. If you want to go that route, that's just fine. I just happen to like making pie crust and breads. So I'm going to get this in the oven and we'll be right back. While our crust is pre-baking, we're going to go ahead and get our filling made. Now, you can do this with a hand mixer, a stand mixer, a food processor, or a blender. It's real easy. We're going to put all of our ingredients in the blender and blend it until it's smooth. Now, don't worry about the exact measurements. I'll have that in the description right below this video. This is evaporated milk. We have our beans. These are navy beans. These are canned beans. They have been rinsed and drained. You can use regular beans and cook them first on the stove, however you like. If that's the way you want to do it, you can pressure cook them first. But if you are using dry beans, they will need to be cooked first. So we're just going to put our beans in here and add the rest of the ingredients. Our eggs, our sugar, softened butter, little salt, flour, ginger, and cinnamon. Now, this is my version of the pie. You probably may or may not find ginger in it, but I'm putting ginger in it. I am not a fan of nutmeg, which is one of the ingredients that typically would go in it. Now, I'm going to just blend this until it's nice and smooth. I'll pulse it first just to get the top ingredients incorporated. Okay, our pie shell is out of the oven. Now we're going to take this egg wash, which is nothing but a lightly beaten egg with about a tablespoon of heavy cream. You can use water, you can use milk, and we're going to brush our entire crust with this egg wash. This will keep your pie crust from being soggy once your pie is done. After you put your egg wash on, you want to cover the edges of your pie. At this point, make sure your oven is preheated to 425 degrees. Now, I am using a non-stick foil, which this is actually too much for that side. I'm using a non-stick foil. You can use any foil you want. I just find that this works a little bit better. So we're just going to cover the edges, just the top part of your edges. We're going to be baking this pie in a 425-degree oven for the first 15 minutes. Then we will turn it down and cook it the rest of the way at about 350 degrees. I'm telling you guys, this is so amazingly delicious. It ranks to me right up there with a sweet potato pie. Oh my goodness. I'm going to finish wrapping this up and we'll be right back. Take your batter and gently pour it into your pie pan. So I ended up having way more batter than I thought, and I started to just freeze it. You can freeze this extra batter for up to 1 month, but I grabbed a prepared pie crust from my freezer and went ahead and pre-baked it, and we're filling it up. We're going to put these in the oven for 15 minutes at 425. Then we're going to reduce the temperature to 350 and bake them until they're done, which will probably be another 45 minutes. Then we'll be back. Okay guys, we are all done. Don't they look amazing? Look at that, look at that. I'm going to cut it. This was the other one that I baked from the pre-made pie crust. So we're gonna cut it and take a taste test. Bring you all up closer. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and cut it so you all can see. Make sure it is good and cool. And oh, my crust is really flaky. It's breaking off there. That's wonderful. Looks amazing. It smells so good. Thank you all so much for coming and hanging out with me. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Oh my goodness. Look, doesn't that look delicious? Oh my goodness. Okay guys, let's go ahead and give this a taste test. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you won't miss anything. Oh my goodness, take another closer look. Doesn't that look amazing? Look at that crust on there. Oh my goodness. And I will see you next time, the good Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. Delicious.